news court, there's 3 people dead.
She's the girlfriend of Eli Dicken, the man that killed the gunman at the Greenwood Park Mall. He's been hailed as the hero, but there's another character history has yet to hear. Just over a week ago, 19-year-old Shay Golden found herself crouched down taking cover. And when she looked up, she saw what looked more like a war zone than the mall she'd been going to for years. If you could rewind the plot, though, just 15 seconds, you'd smell her Chinese takeout and you'd see she and Eli seated at a table next door to the bathroom.
My gut told me to look towards my right.
And then it began.
The first thing I heard was a gunshot. And then after that, it was people screaming, chairs flying, the sounds of tables, falling over, and people running.
Eli told her to get down, so she did.
It felt like eternity in that situation. It felt like it was never going to end.
From 40 yards away, Eli shot the gunman. He was dead.
Okay, where's the male? He's dead on the ground. Okay.
There was only one thought moving through her mind.
For a split second, I just was blank. I didn't know what to do, and then I told myself, to gather my composure. I knew that the only way I was going to make it out alive out of that situation is if I gathered my composure and did what I needed to do in that situation.
Her vision was clouded and her eyes stung with tears, but she could make out just one thing. It was a woman not too far from her.
That's when I went over there and I got down on the ground and I was trying to figure out where she had been shot at and told myself, Shay, your jacket. And that's when I took my jacket off and I wrapped it around her leg and made it a makeshift tourniquet because that's all I had. I had nothing else around me besides my jacket.
Shay is a nursing student, and her goal in life is to help, but nothing quite prepares you for that moment.
I wasn't able to stand there and watch her, die on the ground. I couldn't do that. I don't have the heart to do that.
3 bodies lay dead on the ground when the police arrived. They detained Eli for questioning.
I didn't know where he was going. I didn't know what was going to happen. Because that's the person I came into the mall with, and that's who I was expecting to leave with.
Shay knew who to call, her brother. He came with the hope of swooping her from this nightmare, but he could only whisk her home.
I walked in the house, and we made eye contact, and I gave her a hug, and I said, I love you. And she said, I love you. And she said, I'm grateful that you're alive, and we just hugged for like 5 or 10 minutes. It felt like forever.
Those sights and those sounds would linger.
I cried a lot on Sunday night.
It's been just 12 days since her life changed forever, but as the days meander on, she doesn't feel like a hero. But one thing is for sure, she plans to keep saving lives.
I want to be an ER trauma nurse. That's my goal after I graduate nursing school.
And when the days feel like years, she keeps one thing stamped in her memory.
When I reunited with Eli, it felt like home. I felt safe, me and him just hugged each other, and we both just said that we were, glad to be alive. I told him, thank you for saving my life, and everybody else in there. I was like, things could have been a lot different, and who knows what the outcome could have been if we weren't there. I told him, I was like, it's going to be hard, but I was like, better days are ahead for both of us.